Ever been to Texas? You might picture cowboys, longhorns, and wide open spaces. But there's another, much more destructive animal roaming the Lone Star State, the wild hog. And let me tell you, these aren't your friendly farm pigs. We're talking about a serious, multi-billion-dollar problem. So where did these guys even come from? Believe it or not, wild hogs are not native to Texas, or even North America. The first ones were brought over by Spanish explorers way back in the 1500s as a food source. Later, in the 1900s, Eurasian wild boars were introduced for sport hunting. These two groups eventually met, mingled, and created the super resilient hybrid hog we're dealing with today. What makes them so destructive? Well, for starters, they're like four-legged rototillers. They use their tough snouts and tusks to root up the ground, searching for food. This destroys everything from farmers, crops, and suburban lawns to delicate natural ecosystems. They can turn a pristine pasture into a field of craters overnight. They also pollute water sources and can carry dozens of diseases that are harmful to livestock, other wildlife, and even humans. The economic damage in the U.S. is estimated to be over $2.5 billion every single year, with Texas bearing a huge chunk of that cost. Now, you might be thinking, don't they have any natural predators? That's the scary part. In Texas, a full-grown wild hog has no natural predators. Nothing is out there consistently hunting them. Coyote or a bobcat might take a piglet if they're lucky, but an adult boar? There's no chance. They're big, they're mean, and they're incredibly intelligent. This brings us to their most incredible and terrifying superpower: reproduction. A female hog, called a sow, can start having babies at just 6 to 8 months old. She can have up to 2 litters a year, with an average of 4 to 6 piglets per litter, but sometimes as many as 12. Do the math on that. The population can double in a single year. Experts say that to just keep the population from growing, we'd need to remove 70% of the hogs every single year. 70%. That's a monumental task. So how are people fighting back? It's an all-out war with a variety of tactics. Hunting is the most common method. In Texas, wild hogs are considered an invasive species, so you can hunt them year-round with no bag limits. You don't even need a hunting license if you're on private property. These hogs are smart and mostly nocturnal, which has led to the rise of thermal and night vision hunting. Hunters use advanced optics that detect heat, allowing them to see the hogs clearly in total darkness. It's a high-tech game of cat and mouse that has become incredibly popular. For large-scale removal, especially in rural areas, nothing beats aerial gunning. That's right, hunting from helicopters. It's the most effective method for quickly reducing hog numbers over a large area, although it's also the most expensive. It's a wild sight to see, and it's a critical tool for ranchers trying to protect their land and livelihood. Another effective strategy is trapping, but we're not talking about small box traps. Modern hog trapping involves huge remotely triggered corral traps. Cameras are set up, and the property owner can watch the feed on their phone. They wait until the entire group of hogs, called a sounder, is inside the trap before dropping the gate with the push of a button. This allows for the capture of the entire family unit at once, which is key to slowing down that rapid reproduction. Finally, there's the controversial topic of poisons. After years of research, a poison specifically designed for hogs, using a substance called sodium nitrite, has been approved in some areas. It's designed to be a humane and targeted solution, but there are still concerns about its potential impact on other wildlife, which is why its rollout is slow and carefully managed. The wild hog problem in Texas is a complex issue with no easy solution. It requires a combination of all these methods: hunting, trapping, and even new technologies just to keep the numbers in check. It's a constant battle to protect Texas's agriculture, wildlife, and natural beauty from these incredibly invasive and destructive animals. Thanks for watching. If you found this interesting, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. See you next time.